You're watching KRBC, Abilene's local news at 6.
It is now time for our weekly Do My Job segment.
This week, Scott learned the ins and outs of the Discovery Center. Take a look.
The National Day of Prayer is a great day to strengthen one's faith, and to celebrate mine, I was invited to head over and work with a very unique museum in the area, the Discovery Center.
It's an unusual climate. It's a different climate than what you're used to. We're not your typical museum.
The Discovery Center is a creation museum. We're a biblical creation museum. And so we use exhibits, we use good science and good history to show people that the Bible, God's Word, is the actual history book of the universe.
There are many different exhibits in this museum, and one of the most lively are all the animals that they have. And at the start of the day, they need to be fed.
One of the things about taking care of them, the first thing you got to do is feed them. They do have to eat, and they do like to eat. And one of the things I find that, of course, Tommy, he likes to feed crickets and things like that, but they will like to eat peas and carrots. They love those kind of things.
Once they were ready for the day, there was a whole ark of animals that caught my attention next.
This is a model, this is 1/75 of the original. It was 3 stories high, and as I said before, over 1.5 football fields in length. It's 6 times longer than it is wide. And even the largest ship on Earth today, which is 1,500 feet long, it's on a 1:6 proportion.
As it turns out, the Ark and another famous ship both have ties to the Abilene area.
Both Noah's Ark and the Titanic have historical ties to Abilene. With Jack Grimm, who was an oil tycoon in the 80s in Abilene. And he actually made 2 searches for Noah's Ark and 3 for the Titanic. So we have a lot of his memorabilia here. His family graciously donated.
The last thing we had to do was activate the robotic residents of the Discovery Center.
Well, the robot is a big part of the museum. The kids love it.
After I was done helping set things up, we had a final prayer before I headed back.
Amen. Amen. All right, and we thank you for coming to help us today.
Doing your job across the big country, I'm meteorologist Scott Cook.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. And if you would like Scott to try out your job, you can email him, scook@krbc.tv.
Up next on your local